The period after the 1780s was unique in terms of the history of agriculture in England. This was the first time in England's history when the rapid population growth was being equally met by an increase in grain production. This large-scale grain production took its toll on the earlier open-field agriculture system that was being practiced in England. The open fields were covered with enclosures now. The rich landlords did everything in their power, such as slice up pasture lands, cut up forest commons, take over marshes to convert all the possible areas into agricultural fields. An increase in grain production was achieved through simple innovations as crop rotation. Clover and turnip was grown in abundance. Not only were they good fodder for the cattle, but it also made the soil very fertile. Crop rotation and enclosures were beneficial to the rich landlords and for their grain production. However, the life of the poor became more miserable. Not only were the poor driven out from the common lands, they could no longer use the common land for their daily activities, as the land now belonged to the landlords. Some areas like Midlands were more affected by the age of enclosures than their surrounding counties. In Midlands, almost the entire landscape was divided into pieces of land surrounded by enclosures. People from these areas started migrating to the southern counties of England to find work as agricultural labourers. However, they still faced the trouble of finding secure jobs. The rich landlords started the practice of hiring labourers only during the harvest season to cut costs and increase their profits. Meanwhile, the Napoleonic Wars brought further agony for the poor. During this period, the price of food grains skyrocketed. To meet the demands for food and to avoid dependence of hired labor, the landlords began buying new threshing machines available in the market. However, the introduction of threshing machines sparked riots across the country. The English landlords across the country received threatening letters signed by a mythical Captain Swing. These letters urged them to stop using the threshing machines that deprived labourers of their livelihood. Many fields were burned and destroyed at night by the rioters. Threshing machines were also broken. The Captain Swing riots, as it was commonly known, instilled a fear amongst the rich landlords. With the end of the Napoleonic Wars, food grains from Europe started flowing in, and the grain prices fell, causing an agricultural depression to set in. The landlords were forced to reduce the area under cultivation as well as the amount of labor they used. The new age agriculture of enclosures and threshing machines brought a lot of misery to the poor and short-lived profits for the landlords.